Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. So glad to see you all here. Wow, unbelievable. And there's more coming. I was just at Bob's Adventures on Wheels, and I'm just so proud that all of you are here today. I see Mary Jones. She was first. Looks like, yes. Scott Jacobs, an appreciation. Welcome aboard, Scott. Jerry Holly. Ahoy, Chief. This is a little bit crazy here. Awesome. Awesome. Kenneth Oaks, welcome aboard. Aegis Paranormal. I'm saying that Aegis, Aegis. I think that's Scottish or Celtic. I not know. Rhonda, welcome aboard. Linda Barker, welcome aboard. Howard Keppel, ahoy, neighbor. Okay, this is great. This is awesome. Um, uh, I'm unsure because I haven't had a whole lot of time. Ahoy, James. Good to see you. I haven't had a whole lot of time to check once again. Been busy. If the North RV is coming next, um, somebody knows. We'll worry about that when the time comes. Uh, and I'll recap this towards the end of this hour. Midwest Picker. Good to see you, Dave. Uh, Ava Potterfield, welcome aboard. Uh, he came over from Bob's. Yes. The weekend RV is here. Nelly, you just wait, Lassie. It's getting closer. Yeah, things are moving along. Tom, oh, yes, the holidays. Uh, we just had one. In my opinion, it should be a holiday. I did a video of the flyover, the World War II planes. I think you watched that video. Um, that was on September 2nd. I made a special effort to go downtown to see those World War II planes fly over for VJ Day, the 75th anniversary. Now, VJ Day is not a national holiday. Well, in my opinion, even though I am not a veteran, I tried to be, but that's another story for another day. Um, it should be a holiday. Our veterans are so important. We'll talk about that soon. Roy and Becky, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Gosh, got 11 people in the house already. This is awesome. Um, yeah, the holidays. That's what this is about. This is a holiday weekend for most of us here in the United States. Uh, it's Labor Day, or it will be on Monday, and I will be laboring. My boss said, "Come in on Monday morning." That may change. The reason he said to come in on Monday is that the electrician said he would be there Monday morning. And since my boss, my former boss, but he's my boss right at the moment, because I'm helping him build his dream home. Um, excuse me. Where'd that come from? Yeah, I know, cigars. Um, electrician's supposed to be there, and since I know the ins and outs of the electrical wiring in that house, and there's some mystery going on, well, we need a professional electrician. So I'll be laboring on Monday unless that gets changed. A lot of people will be laboring. Um, you think about it, uh, the stores, the restaurants, even though it might only be drive-through, um, you name it, gas stations, they're all open on Little Labor Day. It's a national holiday. Now, the federales, they get that day off. The banks are closed on Labor Day. And the Postal Service, yeah. Anything that has to do with federal government or banks and institutions. And we'll get into that. Uh, Did I miss anyone here? No. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Cool. So, believe it or not, I spent quite a bit of time for once. Even though I'm going to ad lib, made I actually made. I'm laughing at Roy and Becky. I actually made some notes to go by. Before I forget, there is another holiday coming up. There are two holidays coming up in the month of September. Let me look here. There's three holidays. There's three holidays. In my opinion, holidays. Okay? They're special days. Therefore, another holiday. Sometimes I'll have 3 or 4 holidays bunched into one day. And sometimes that can get stressful. Oh. Okay. I don't know if John's aboard. Maybe not. Oh. Hey, welcome aboard, Badge. Busy building the garage for the trailer. We'll be freezing here in a couple of days. Good. I thought perhaps you were going to build an enclosure over the top of the garage. In fact, if you hadn't said that, I was going to suggest it. Why not? Enclose, park your trailer in the garage and your truck and live in the garage. Or, I mean, the garage will be your shelter. And that will help with heat tremendously, and the wind, and the snow. And then stock up on groceries. The holidays. There's 3 of them coming up in September. There's Labor Day, of course. I mentioned that already, but and there's actually more. We have Patriot Day. That is coming up on the 11th. Now, I don't know when Patriot Day was started. I'm assuming that it's in remembrance of 9/11, 2001, when we were attacked. 20 by 3 by 12, yes, you will be okay. And if you can, try to throw up some fiberglass insulation inside there too. That could be very helpful. If you can afford to do that, that'd be totally awesome. Yeah, this having the borders closed, just what the hell, it sucks. It's just bad. Anyways, Scott Jacobs, yeah, I already said hello. I'm trying to look at chat, but I'm going to look at my notes now, and if I miss you all in chat, I'm sorry. Okay, back to the holidays in September. I just mentioned the September 11th. That's Patriots Day. September 17th is Constitution Day. All right, and what else is on this Ronald Reagan calendar? This is one. I want to send this out to John. I'm sure he knows about it. The MIA Researcher on Wheels, or what is his channel name? Somebody type that in there for me. John's been on my channel once or twice on the screen with me. But anyways, the 18th is the National POW MIA Recognition Day. And, oh, by the way, Rosh Hashanah starts at sunset on that Friday. Covered by 2 layers of insulated tarps. That'll help. That will definitely help. Tie them down good. Use nylon rope. All right, so that's what I see on this calendar. You know, we have the first day of autumn on the 22nd. Rosh Hashanah ends on the 20th, and then Yom Kippur on the 27th. For those of you who are of that religion, God bless you. Moving on. I think we need more federal holidays. In my first Google search, I came up with 6 federal holidays. Only 6. That was my first search. The very first, I typed in holidays, and Google popped up, and this was the very first place where I could click on and do my research. Okay? In order. New Year's, January 1st. Then also in January, we have Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. I didn't write down the date for that for some stupid reason. In February, we have Washington's birthday. In May, we have Memorial Day. In July, we have Independence Day. By the way, this year, Independence Day, which I always called July 4th, it was officially celebrated on the 3rd of July. Excuse me? Now it's a floating holiday. I don't need any more holidays, Patch. Come on. We should have a official badge. Everybody needs one holiday. I'm going to talk to your, what do they call them in Canada? The premier or the, I know they don't call him the president. What the hell is he called? I'm going to write to him. Anyways, then in February, we have, I said Washington's birthday for February. May is Memorial Day. July is Independence Day. September, Labor Day. Okay. October is Columbus Day. Now, that's the only 6 federal holidays that they listed. Well, then I found the next website concerning holidays, and I'm going to give kudos. I was going to add it here, and maybe I can edit this after the fact and give kudos to a website known as, let me find it. It's in a different page. Workest, WORKEST. I want to give kudos to them for much of my note-taking here. And the author of that is Dan Marzullo, and he is a small business expert on things concerning small business. Eden Angelis, welcome aboard, all the way from Hong Kong. This is awesome. That's awesome. Todd Johnson, welcome aboard. So, back to the holidays thing. When I clicked on that website concerning small business, okay, by law, now this is where it gets interesting. By law, small business is required to make reasonable arrangements for other religious holidays for their employees. Now, when I listed the holidays, New Year's, not religious. Washington's birthday, I wouldn't say that's religious. Memorial Day, not religious. Independence Day, not religious. Labor Day, not religious. Columbus Day, not religious. 6 holidays. Interesting. So, in that second Google search at the small business webpage, as said, they're required to make arrangements for religious holidays. So for me, that would be Christmas, Easter, Good Friday. If I was working for a company, I would kind of expect that they would, respect me, so to speak. They're also required to respect other non-Christian religions for their holidays. That's cool. According to this, it's a law. So in that second Google search, Veterans Day, November 11, was also included. That's interesting because it's Armistice Day, it's Veterans Day, it's got like 3 different terminology to describe that day. So Veterans Day was added to that list, and also there's another one. Veterans Day. I'm missing something. 7. Okay, no, I didn't miss anything. But there was one more listed. So now we're up to 7 recognized federal holidays, which the small businesses are so-called required to recognize for their employees. More about that soon. I still want to know where Easter is. Where's Easter? Well, here's the ambiguity. Uh, it says small businesses required, but then it also says they're not required. In other words, if I'm Scrooge McDuck, I suppose, and you're working for me, and you know, you want Good Friday paid at least for half a day off. Why? Or you want to, you know, it's St. Patrick's Day. Is that your religion? Could be. Anyways, I'm not required to give you any holidays. We drive. I'll be the slave driver, and if you don't do what I ask you to do or tell you to do, then you're going to walk the plank. That's an interesting. I wonder if pirates had paid holidays. Probably not. But that was before there was the Small Business Administration. um, now, this is interesting. By law, the only no questions asked. I mean, if you are a federal employee, uh, politician, I don't know. If you are a federal employee, you work for any form of the federal government, for instance, the post office, or whatever entities of the federal government. And I'm going to include states in this too because they usually follow exactly what the federal is. Okay, so federal employees and states, they are automatically going to be paid for any of these holidays. Also, banks and financial institutions, automatic. They get all of the holidays paid, period. All right, interesting. I guess if you really want to be paid for your holidays, become a federal employee or a state employee or a bank employee. All right, I found that quite interesting. Put that note back up there. You're welcome, Eden. I appreciate it. I still want to know where is Easter? What about Thanksgiving? Not on the list of 8. By the way, certain states celebrate their own holidays in addition to the holidays. Uh, the same rules apply if you work for the state government or a bank in these states. It's a paid holiday. Period. Nevada has Nevada's Nevada Day, which is in October. That's the last Friday of every year. Georgia's founding day. It's on February 12th. Wisconsin has at least 2. Lake Wobegon, 2 more holidays. Casimir Pulaski Day is March 4th, and Robert Lafollette Day, Robert Lafollette Senior Day is on June 14th. Hawaii, they have 2 additional holidays added to the federal holidays. Hawaii native royalty is celebrated 2 times a year, March 26th and June 11th. So 2 state holidays celebrated in a year named the same thing. That's worth looking more into just to understand it. Roy and Becky, does being a taxpayer qualify as a federal employee? you know, uh, Roy, I'd tell you that one's original, but it's not. I thought of that a long time ago. That's right, you can use it. And I didn't patent it or copyright it. It's okay. James says, need to make by law. DC needs to work in Congress. Yeah, no, no shoot. Yeah, there's an oxymoron for you, Scott. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. It's almost like jumbo shrimp. Yeah. So I'm still a little perplexed. I guess you gave you those state holidays, but I'm still saying, well, on the Google search, where is Easter? Thanksgiving. How about Mother's Day? Father's Day? What about April Fools? Not listed. Okay, third Google search. Well, I'm still on the Workist, the small business one. Continuing on reading their rules and regulations for holidays, paid holidays for their employees. Required, but not required. See again? Ambiguous. Okay, we know that most small business, of course they have paid holidays and other benefits. Because if they want to keep their good talent, they want to attract talent. So by offering these incentives, again, one verse of the law says it's required, and another verse of the law says no, it's not. You tell me. What a wonderful country we live in. Okay. Oh, and on this last list for small business, it now includes Thanksgiving and Christmas. So now we have 10 official federal holidays, recognized federal holidays. I still don't see Easter, which in my opinion would be the most important holiday, regardless of all my important holidays. And I have a few. We'll touch on those later. Oh gosh, got 10 people still putting up with me here. I, as mentioned, I have favorite holidays. Some of them they wouldn't make any sense to you whatsoever, but they do to me, and that's all that matters. And all that matters to you is what holidays you celebrate too. I mean, come on. You be you and I'll be me. I want to touch on days of remembrance. I think that a lot of these ought to be federally recognized holidays, just like I mentioned VJ Day. I mean, that was World War II. The end of World War II, September 2, what date was that? 75 years ago. Hello? Sure, there's not very many World War II veterans left. Lunch and learn. Thank you, Dave. Midwest Pickers. If y'all haven't checked out Midwest Picker, I said y'all. It's been a squirrel. Gary sent me a squirrel. Yeah, right. Or as Slomo would say, that's right. It's Keith. We have some days of remembrance. We have Memorial Day. Obviously, that's a day of remembrance, and I suppose they're trying to include all the days of remembrance. Now I have a couple days of remembrance that are personal to me. You know, the dates that my father passed away, and the dates, or dates that my mother and dad were born, and the days they died. Okay. Um, I even have a remembrance day for Riley, my golden retriever. And yes, he has a tombstone. Uh, Lost him 2 years ago. I had 14 years, 14 good years. Anyways, I'm crying. Dang it. Um, and then other people have days of remembrance that they celebrate. Of course, there's Boxing Day and Victoria Day for you Canadians. Um, God bless. Glad. Uh, and the Armistice Day is also celebrated in the United Kingdom and Canada as well for the end of World War One. Okay. Uh, I learned a lot in the last couple of days researching these holidays. I had no idea. You know. Uh, so it got me thinking too. What about the Korean War? I mean, not too long ago, uh, I did a live stream with Beetle Bailey, who was 2 Purple Hearts from the Korean War for his service. Um, he just turned 88. He's building I think it's a 74 Mustang, and I need to get over to Beetle Bailey's and check it out. And I will. I'm going to. It's on my bucket list for this month. It's got to be done this month. Because next month, totally different. Next month, the live streams will be catch as can, perhaps, depending on signal. Anyways, so the Korean War ended on July 27th of 1953. Actually, not a formal end. It was a treaty was signed. So our boys came home from Korea. And others, of course, came home in body bags, and some of them may still be POW or MIA. And John can attest to that. April of 2018, the North Koreans and South Koreans met at the DMZ, the Demilitarized Zone, and according to what I researched, they agreed then to work towards a formal end of the Korean War. Well, it's been what, over 2 years now. How long does it take? Can't we all just get along? Long war. Started in 1940, whatever. Started in basically in the 50s, and now it's 70 years later, and it's still not over officially or formally. Doesn't make any sense to me. And was there still fighting going on that perhaps we don't know about? I bet there was. Some people just can't get along. Huh. But again, I think July 27th should be on the federally recognized list of a holiday, the end of the Korean War. What about Vietnam? Okay, they lumped it in with Memorial Day. Tell you what, I'm of the Vietnam era. I lost several friends in the Vietnam conflict. I was not allowed to go. I tried to enlist, and I wasn't going to get into this, but I'm going to get into it anyways. I tried to enlist, and the Air Force would not take me because I did not have 20/20 vision. I said, hello, I'm not expecting to pilot a plane. I want to be in the Air Force. Excuse me. If it means, being a mechanic, learning how to work on planes and make sure that the planes are ready for the pilots to go drop bombs or fight. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really wanted to do that. I was fascinated by Air Force anyways. I mean, would I have had 20/20 vision to be a navigator perhaps? Or do I really need 20/20 vision to wash dishes or be a cook in the Air Force? They said, sorry, we just don't take anybody unless you have 20/20 vision. Hello? Well, then the following 71, we had the lottery draft. I guess you could say that's the only lottery I ever won. My number was 265. They took up to number 6. And then after that, we didn't have any draft anymore. But I would have went had it been drawn. I would have said, okay, I'll be a grunt. Whatever you tell me I got to be. Army, who knows, I would have went. This is our country, But I did have a bad taste in my mouth after being turned down from enlisting in the Air Force. So I had a bad taste. I wasn't a conscientious objector. I wasn't a draft dodger by any means, even though I was accused of it when I was down south. But at any rate, Vietnam. April 30, 1975 was the official end of our being in Vietnam anyways. I think it should be a national holiday. My opinion. How about the Cold War? Don't know what day it supposedly ended, but it went on from 1947 to 1991. You're right, Dave. That would have been cool. Area 51. From the inside. Victoria May, welcome aboard, lass. Now, there are other days in history, and you can look these up. This day in history, just type that in Google and type in whatever date you want. Your birthday, your wife's birthday, whatever. Whatever date you want, and you can get a long list. And April 19th had an extremely long list in history. I mean, dating back to the 600s till present. Lots of things. Way too many to talk about here. I mean, even if I went through the whole list of just April 19th, according to This Day in History's webpage, we wouldn't get through them all in this hour's time. But I'll just touch the ones that mean something to me. The shot heard around the world. April 19th, 1775. That was the beginning of the American Revolution. I think that's pretty dang important. Why can't it be a holiday? I mean, April 19th ought to be a holiday at least for that fact. Maybe not for all these other facts of things that I thought were important to at least remember that happened on April 19th. There's a couple more, tragedies that happened on April 19th. But I'm going to interject a good one. 1927. Mae West was found guilty of obscenity and corruption of the morals of youth. This is because of her New York stage play that was entitled Sex. She spent 10 days in jail and was fined $500. This is 1927. And that launched, because of the popularity of it all, that launched her Hollywood career. So sometimes out of bad things, you might say, come some possibly good things, at least for Mae West. I'm just saying. I only have two May Wests. They're out in the garage. I probably will bring them with me. um, yeah, so that was interesting. Just ran across that one. Okay, April 19th continued. In 1979, the FCC shut down WFAT in Brooklyn, New York, which was a pirate radio station. I'm sure by pirate they meant that they never applied for an FCC license. They just started broadcasting. What they broadcast, I have no idea. That might be worth further research for fun. 1993, uh, Waco, Texas. A lot of you remember uh, they they were called a cult. They were called, a lot of things, but 76 of them died in the fire at their compound. Many conspiracies as to why and how and what prompted it all. A lot of that debate went on for a long time. And a couple years later, in 1995, unfortunately, more people died, you could say in a way, because of what happened in Waco, Texas in 1993. In 1995, we had the Oklahoma bombing, which, according to most of what I can see and remembering back to the day and the eventual arrest of Timothy McVeigh, uh, it was in, kind of revenge or to avenge the Branch Davidians who died at Waco, Texas. Could be, but it was a sad, sad day. April 19th, 1995. Again. Oh, and last but not least, even though there's a lot more entries, in 1954, one of my ex-wives' birthday was that day. May she live long. I can't do it. Prosper. All in good fun. I try to remember the good things. Um, there's so much, you know. Um, you could type any date in, and there would be something important. And there's always something important to you. So what? Why not celebrate it? Have a holiday. If you're still not retired, call in sick. Take a sick day and enjoy your day. You know, celebrate it for whatever reason or remembrance that you care to. That's important. It could be a wedding anniversary. It could be a ours. I don't know. We all have our own things. It's all in how you want to look at it. And I still want to know why Easter isn't a federal holiday. And Good Friday. Just doesn't seem right to me. I mentioned earlier the September holidays. There's one that I didn't mention. It is the 19th. September 19th this year. It does float, I found out. But it is actually an international holiday. And it falls on Saturday this year. So, yeah, my Saturday Live, because I'll still be here at the cottage that day, my Saturday Live will be kind of special that day. RV with G wants an amen. Oh, I think you're referring to Easter. Yes, amen. It ought to be national. Columbus Day is in. Okay, I'm not quite catching on, but you can retype that so I can. Yeah, Columbus Day is debatable, it has been for a long time because, you know, we were taught that, Columbus discovered America. Well, in 1490 something or 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, yada yada. Dang it, catching my throat again. But now there's reasonable proof that the Vikings were here first, a long time before that. There's even proof that there were uh, other peoples, well, that came to the Americas way before Columbus, but he still gets the credit. And the federales get a day off or work for the bank, and don't expect to receive any mail in your post office box that day. I'm just saying. If IE, yes, there you go. FIE. And, you know, I think maybe it would be more important to celebrate, you know, and I think maybe some do celebrate whatever day it was that the the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock, let's say. I mean, we got kind of a kind of Thanksgiving Day remembrance of that day, but for me, it's more about giving thanks to God. That's what it means to me. So that's one of my important holidays. My important holidays, are what did I do with that note? I I've got I got several that I really really love. For me, uh, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I'm part Irish. No, and yes, you all knew that. Remember, an Irishman is never drunk as long as he can hang on to one tiny blade of grass to keep from falling off the edge of the earth. Just saying. Yes, family. And James, you're funny. Yeah. Uh, so, St. Patrick's, we celebrated that in my family, obviously. April 1st. Ha! I can officially fool people. April Fools. I got you, April Fools. Knock, knock. I'll go. No, we're not going to tell that joke here. Maybe around the campfire. It's a good knock, knock joke. And no, I didn't originate it. This one, it, you know, it, it it's in a tie. Okay, well, maybe not a tie with my two favorites, which is Easter and Christmas. This one is special to me. February 2. Yep, that was Cindy's birthday. Long time ago, girlfriend. We know what February 2 is. Yes, we need a Viking Day. Uh, what is it that they say? Squan or something. Where's where is Lisa Productions? Uncle Lisa Productions. There's a scorn, something. that Vikings say. Yeah, can't remember. So yeah, February 2. Another one is Thanksgiving, of course. But there's one coming up. I'll probably do kind of a special that day because it's on a Saturday and it's an international holiday. Anybody guess? You're going to Google it, find out what is special about September 19th, international holiday. Army buckles. September 19th. Special for two reasons. One year ago, September 19th, I launched the channel here. And yes, September 19th, international holiday. It's an international day to talk like a pirate. Army buckles. I'll save it for the 19th. Talking like a pirate gives me a sore throat. I need more rum. So it's time now to find out who is coming on after me. Is it Roy and Becky, or is it the Northwoods RV Life? Does anybody know? James, do you happen to know? You're usually on top of that. Thank God it's not snowing yet. Yes, I have my sweater on. It's only 75 degrees here. Freezing. I got used to that 95 stuff. I'm freezing. So I put on my Christmas sweater to celebrate the holiday. My holiday. Yeah, there's another holiday I haven't mentioned. But I will. Not far away. Da, da, da. Yeah, I'm hoping I can avoid winter as far as snow is concerned. I can put up with a little cooler weather. If it gets down to 30 at night in the desert, I'll be fine. As long as the next day is in the 60s, I'll be fine. I'll be fine, seriously. I'll be out there with no shirt, probably. You don't see anybody next. Okay. I don't think I'm going to go over here today. But because I have lots to do, of course, as always. There'll be some special thing happening in a few days that I'll be showing y'all. I have some videos planned. Today's the 5th of September, so on the 12th, that one should be very interesting if everything falls into place. RVing with G. I am in Sparta, Michigan. That is western Michigan, you could call it. I'm north of Grand Rapids, Michigan by about 15 miles due north. I'm in Sparta. So, and yeah, Michigan winters can be kind of tough, at least for this old salt. I'm tired of it. You know? Okay, Burning Up the Road says it's supposed to be Northwoods, but Corey's laid up still. Okay, yeah, no, he's still in the hospital. That must have been a little bit more major surgery than I was led to believe. Roy and Becky, they don't work on weekends. Well, I'm not really working. It's work, but it's fun. Okay? You know, a little bit of elbow tilting. You could call that work. I don't get paid for it, but I pay for it in many ways, more ways than financially. Now I got several projects going, and yeah, it'll be fun. So I will also be live tonight, 7 p.m. as usual, the Dr. Fill-In show. I think I have a subject for it. It'll be interesting. I'm gonna probably maybe by 2 o'clock I'll have the thumbnail posted for it. But it's the usual 7 o'clock. I come on after Nomadic Hippie, and usually at 7:30, the Art of RVing should be coming on as usual. Last week it was different, but I believe we're back to kind of a normal, consistent schedule. Again, Nomadic Hippie should be on at from 6 until 7, and he's always fascinating to watch and listen to. Thank you, Aegis. It's a sweater, and yes, it will be going with me out west. As I heard, sometimes it can be a little chilly in the morning. I'll check my battery. Da, 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 da. Oh, you can't do it outside? Huh. Bummer. Wait, Hippie is going on 7 p.m. Well, that's not right. I'm on at 7. He's on from 6 until 7. Unless something's changed and nobody has sent me a memo. Did I miss a meeting? Of course I did, probably. I don't have email on. I don't have Facebook on. I'm trying to conserve my so-called slow computer just to concentrate on StreamYard here. I do have a question before we get ready to leave, even though I still have one more holiday to mention. A 365-day holiday. I wonder if Rick made a mistake there, James. Anyways, I will Facebook them and email them. Say, hey, is that correct? Has our time changed? It could have been a typo on his part. I've done that. I probably did RV weekends. Miss a meeting. I've been working. I've been hard to keep up with stuff. Just like it's been for several weeks now. I'm behind, way behind. Will I catch up in October? I doubt it, because it'll be travel time. So, anyways, we'll see. We'll get it figured out. Maybe I won't be live tonight, but I'll check with Rick, and but I got an idea for a thumbnail that I'll be putting up. So, anyways, mateys, holidays. I think we scratched the surface a little bit concerning holidays. For me, blasted or blasted. Is it blasted or blessed? You could be. Wait a minute, James. I go on at 6. I'm not used to going on at 6. I go on at 7. I must have really missed a meeting. I mean, big time. I got my Ronald Reagan calendar right here, and I'm going to use one of his quotes. I'm going to trust, I'm going to verify. Love that quote. Well said, Ronald. So, anyways, for me, every day is a holiday. Well, it's spelled a little different. It's holiday with 2 L's. It's HOLLY, day. Every day. 365 days a year for the last going on 9 years that Holly's been here. Some of you know Holly. She's been on a couple times on here. She did her own little comedy skit. We're still waiting for another one. But she's a writer. And she sang karaoke one night with me too. I believe it was Jerry Holly's, or it could have been, I think it was Jerry Holly. Yeah. So, wow. Still got 15 people in the house listening. Soul Salty Dog. Incredible. Your birthday is every day, James. Okay. Yes, every day you wake up is a blessed day. But just ingest, you know, every day is a holiday around here, good or bad or indifferent. Some days it can change from one mode to the other within the hour or less. It's like having the entire family, in-laws included, at Thanksgiving. You know, all of a sudden Uncle Joe starts talking politics, or so and so is rooting for the Patriots and somebody else isn't. They're rooting for the Lions. And as the wine flows, so they say, it can get supposed to be having a holiday. I just had a thought flash in my mind. November 22nd. Shouldn't that be a National Remembrance Day? I guess they lump that in with President's Day. I don't know. It was the same day my grandfather died, so it's special to me. You know. All right, me. I'd be at the end of the rope. The nautical barometer. Rope. Nautical. Knotical. I'll show it to you. It's in my motorhome. The barometer. I'm so happy that y'all came aboard today. I want to wish you all a very happy Labor Day, or whatever day is important to you. Today, you can celebrate watching me. Or not. I truly hope you have a blessed day, a blessed weekend, blessed Labor Day. I hope you don't have to go to work. I know many do. Our first responders, they're on duty. Our police, our firemen, our grocery store people. Might as well be first responders. I mean, our nurses, our hospitals. Yeah. They're at work on Labor Day or any holiday. You know, some get it off, paid. Others, no, they don't. I should get a job at a bank. Lots more holidays. A bank in Wisconsin. I'd have 12 paid holidays per year. It's worth thinking about. James, I'm not ready. Who's ever ready? We got a lot to do yet. Other things keep getting in the way, which will be revealed, but it's all right. I'm going to be at Mayberry. Ready or not. Okay, mateys. Thank you for coming aboard. And you know, fair winds, smiles. I'll see you tonight at whatever dang time. May God bless. Great day, everyone. Happy holidays. Come on, mouse. And the broadcast. And the mouse. What are you doing?